Imagine holding the power of a workstation in the palm of your hand, a device so compact it slips into a jacket pocket, yet so powerful it rivals the latest flagship laptops. For years, the tech world has whispered about the ultimate evolution of Apple's most portable tablet, and as we move deeper into May 2026, those whispers have turned into a roar of confirmed leaks and supply chain breakthroughs. We are standing on the precipice of a revolutionary shift in the compact tablet market. The anticipation for the upcoming hardware cycle is reaching a fever pitch because, for the first time in nearly half a decade, Apple is reportedly ready to treat the Mini not as an afterthought, but as a premium powerhouse. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. Now, let's dive into why the iPad Mini 5 2026 leaks are causing such a massive stir among enthusiasts and professional creators alike. The story of the iPad Mini has always been one of survival and surprising longevity. If we look back at the legendary iPad Mini 5, it was a device that defied the odds, keeping the classic design alive while packing the A12 Bionic chip that allowed it to punch way above its weight class for years. But as we sit here in 2026, the landscape has changed. The demand for Pro features in a small form factor has never been higher. Recent leaks from top-tier analysts and insiders within the Asian supply chain suggest that the next iteration, frequently discussed in the context of these iPad Mini 5 2026 leaks, is set to bridge the gap between portability and extreme performance. The most earth-shattering update coming this May involves the display technology. For years, users have complained about jelly scrolling and the limitations of LCD panels on smaller screens. The May updates confirm that Apple has finally secured a massive shipment of single-stack LTPS OLED panels specifically for the 8.7-inch form factor. This isn't just a minor brightness bump. We're talking about infinite contrast ratios, deep inky blacks, and a vibrancy that makes the previous liquid Retina displays look like ancient history. But the screen is just the beginning. The internal architecture of the 2026 model is rumored to be a technical marvel. While many expected a recycled chip from last year's iPhone, the latest May leaks suggest Apple is opting for the A19 Pro, the same silicon expected to debut in the upcoming flagship iPhone 18 series later this year. This chip, built on a refined 2-nanometer process, focuses heavily on Apple Intelligence and on-device neural processing. Imagine running complex AI-driven video editing suites or high-end generative art tools on a device you can hold with one hand. The iPad Mini 5 2026 leaks emphasize that this transition to the A19 Pro will provide a 40% jump in multi-core performance compared to the current models on the market. This makes the device more than just a media consumer. It transforms it into a mobile studio for the next generation of digital nomads. What makes these May leaks so compelling for the USA audience is the shift in pricing and positioning. Apple is reportedly considering a Mini Pro branding to justify a slight price increase, likely moving the entry point to $599. However, that extra $100 buys you a chassis that is more durable than ever. We are hearing reports of a new sealed acoustic vibration-based speaker system. By removing the traditional speaker grills, Apple might finally introduce a true IP-rated water resistance to the iPad lineup. This means your tablet could survive a spill at a coffee shop or a rainy day commute without a second thought. Furthermore, the base storage is expected to jump to 256 gigabytes, acknowledging that in 2026, 128 gigabytes simply isn't enough for high-resolution video and massive AI models. When you compare this trajectory to the legacy of the iPad Mini 5, the progress is staggering. The iPad Mini 5 was the king of the old-school design, but the 2026 leaks reveal a future where the bezels are almost non-existent. By slimming down the borders, Apple is fitting an 8.7-inch OLED panel into a footprint almost identical to the previous 8.3-inch models. This is the sweet spot of engineering, maximizing the canvas without sacrificing the one-handed usability that made the iPad Mini 5 a cult classic. For students, gamers, and pilots who rely on the Mini for Navigat, Ion, this update is the one they have been waiting for since 2021. The connectivity suite is also getting a massive overhaul. The May updates point toward the inclusion of the C1X modem, Apple's own in-house 5G solution, which promises lower latency and better battery efficiency. Coupled with Wi-Fi 7 support, the 2026 Mini will be the fastest connecting mobile device in the ecosystem. This is crucial for the live everything era, where 8K streaming and cloud-based gaming are the norms. The iPad Mini 5 2026 leaks also suggest that the front-facing camera is finally moving to the landscape edge, making FaceTime and Zoom calls feel natural instead of looking like you're staring off into space. As we look at the competition, it's clear why Apple is pushing the envelope now. With foldable phones becoming more mainstream, the iPad Mini needs to offer a superior viewing and pro-tasking experience to remain relevant. These May leaks confirm that Apple is doubling down on the tablet as a tool philosophy. The support for a new, smaller Apple Pencil Pro with haptic feedback is also on the cards, specifically designed to magnetically attach and charge on the side of this compact frame.